Good morning, everybody. This is Jeff at Wickedoil, your local Amsoil dealer in Madison, Tennessee. It is February the 16th, 2025, and I want to share my short-term results going to a carnivore diet. And I will do my best not to prattle on. I just really want to share some basic information here. Hopefully it'll help somebody. Now, we've been listening to, well, I have. It's like the buzz, man, the carnivore diet. I've been wanting to try this for probably 6 months. And I just, I'm addicted to carbs. I'm addicted to carbs. I'm a carb addict. Hi, my name is Jeff. I'm addicted to carbs. Does anybody have any advice for me? No, it's fine. Anyway, I started 2 weekends ago, basically Sunday night. Today is Sunday. So 2 weekends ago, I ate basically a better meal, meaning less crap. And then starting Monday morning, I ate a hearty meat-based breakfast. I had 2 good-sized sausage patties, 2 eggs. I had cheese on it, sour cream, and it was wonderful. And it was literally after 6 p.m. before I got hungry. And I did that. I ate breakfast at basically 5:45 in the morning. I generally eat 5:45, 6 o'clock, right in there, so I can get to work 7. Anyway, I've eaten similarly every day since then. And if you've never done this, or you think that it's going to make you feel weird, or you don't think it's sustainable or something, you're right to feel that way. I felt the same way too, because I've been trying to do better for the last couple of years, and I'm up and down, up and down. But I'm literally 40 pounds lower than when I started out, and it's consistently staying there. So that's a good. That's good. That's very good. Anyway, now I want to address something real quick that I think there's a lot of people that recognize this, and they think that the carnivore diet won't work for them because of it. And here it is. When I eat, for instance, a steak dinner or ribs, well, let's just say beef. Okay, beef is tougher than even if you have a nice tender cut. It's still it's more tough than most pork, chicken, seafood. It's the king of the hill when it comes to the body of the substance. And when I eat it, it feels different in my body as it works its way, gets processed through. And for the longest time, I've always loved steaks. I'm a steak and potatoes guy, okay? I don't buy into this vegetarian or any of that stuff. Vegan, none of that stuff. I don't buy into any of that. But when you're combining cookies and ice cream and popsicles and loads of bread and oatmeal and pizza and just never any stuff, dude. Your carb count is astronomical. It's off the charts. It's like, oh, I just can't lose weight. Well, yeah, I bet you can't. So anyway, back to what I'm getting at here. When you eat meat, like steak, it, I feel like, oh man, my body's really having to work to process that. It's, I don't want to say it's uncomfortable, but it's vastly different than eating bread products or, something soft like macaroni and cheese, which I freaking love, man. Oh my God, I love macaroni and cheese. I love spaghetti, and I'd love to have some, but it's not on the menu. But anyway, I have noticed, and I've come to realize that I have been under a misconception about meat. That feeling that I feel, I've been taught, that feeling when I eat meat like steak, I have been trained to think that red meat is bad for me, just like you have. And I have been trained that it's going to kill me, it's going to run my cholesterol through the roof, and I'm going to die of a heart attack, and I'm probably going to, I don't know, my Peter's going to shrink into nothing, and, just all this nonsense. So that's bullshit, okay? When you eat meat, when I eat meat, and I'm not saying I have the same physiology as you or everybody else that may be listening, I'm saying that when I eat meat, and it works its way through my body, I actually feel good. And you know how somebody will give you a piece of information and you reject it because your prime directive has been programmed. Oh no, reject that when you hear that. But there's a little part of you that wants to believe it, but it's overridden by this prime directive. Well, I've had the same problem when I eat meat. It's like I have to finally come to the conclusion that, wait a minute, dude, you know what? I've switched over to eating primarily meat, and I'm not doing it absolute strict. I'm still having a little bit of vegetables. I'm having eggs, cheese. I've even been drinking some milk, and I don't usually do that, but it is whole milk. But even that, I'm going to keep that to a minimum. I don't really have a lactose issue or anything like that. Never have. But I'm still keeping that because of the hormones in the milk. But anyway, I feel good as a result of eating the meat. And now I'll eat, every day I eat a nice hearty breakfast. When I leave for work, my stomach is full. Well, not full like when I'm eating a whole pizza myself, or half of it, or whatever I was doing before. But I leave and I am not the least bit hungry, because they say on the carnivore diet you should eat until you're comfortably stuffed. And I do. And I'm not aiming to get there. I just eat, and I hit the right amount, and that works for me. And I just stay satiated all day long. Now, I noticed the difference after one day. It was a little difference. It was just like, oh, I feel better today. It was like that. By the end of the second day, I was feeling noticeably different. Wow, I actually feel better. By the end of the third day, I was like, I felt up. I felt like, wow, this could be a good thing. It's kind of like when I fast. I'll fast for, I've never made it past 3 days. At the end of 3 days, I'm like, okay, I've had enough of fasting. Let's get back to eating. I felt similar. Not quite as, relieved of tension and stuff like that, but definitely similar. Okay. By the end of a week, I feel energy. I don't feel like a ball of energy, even now. I don't feel like a ball of energy, but I do feel like it's easier to wake up. In fact, I'm just naturally waking up instead of the alarm going off and hitting the snooze 5 times, and you know I'm all wrapped up in my blankie and I'm all like me. But when I get up, there's not as much aches and pains. Well, in a couple of weeks I'll be my 62nd birthday. Can't even talk. See, I'm taking Carnivore and I can't talk now. No, it's fine. Anyway, the 6th of March I'll be 62. And I don't feel 62 anymore. A few weeks ago I was just like just no energy, no, can't think straight, just everything is it's the amount of sugar I was taking in. And every time I've gotten off the sugar, I've gotten this result, but this time, instead of going, oh, how am I going to sustain this? I know I'm going to fall off the wagon because I always do. And, now I'm just like, wow, this feels so natural and wonderful. I'm like, I'm not worried I'm going to fall off the wagon, because I'm not going to fall off the wagon. So, I hope this information is somehow helping you to understand that this isn't something you force yourself to do. I mean, you may have to force yourself to start, but once you start and give it a chance. Sorry for that. I keep bumping the stand my iPad's sitting on. Once you get started, it's like you almost immediately start going, oh, I can feel this is better. It's like just want to keep going. This sounds stupid, but it's like I'm looking forward to my next meal, because each time I eat like this, I feel a little bit better. And I mean, that sounds kind of silly, but don't we do that with carbs? Oh man, I can't wait till I get home so I can eat pizza. Or here, I'll stop at that store, which is on my normal route, and I can get a snack, some carbs on the way home. I mean, we already do that. But anyway, I would like to say that I noticed several days ago, like 2 or 3 days ago, it's 2 days ago, that's when it was, because I came home, I get undressed downstairs, because that's where my mud room is. I work in construction. I come home, I'm dirty. Well, I'm a mechanic in construction. Anyway, I come home, I get undressed, I strip down buck naked, walk up the stairs with my shorts and my shirt and my slippers that I wore down there in the morning when I got dressed. I come up and I'm just, I asked my wife, I greeted my wife, I love you and all that stuff, and I was standing there naked, and I said, so how do I look? And she said, you're trimming down nice. I mean, there's a big difference in my face. I'm not all puffy like I was, although I did just get out of bed, so I'm still a little puffy around the eyes right now, but sleeping so deeply, but which is another benefit. But anyway, she said, how do you feel? And I said, well, it's like it's like that, I'm flexing my muscles here. It's like, there's this tension in my muscles, a good tension. Not like stress. It's like, oh, my muscles are all waking up. And I'm not a ball of energy, but I do have I'll even almost say an abundance of stamina, reserve energy. You know, I can just keep on going when I would normally go, you know. So, now I can't speak for everybody on the face of the earth, but I have a feeling that if you can get past your prime directive, this false belief in the bullshit that we've been taught about food, and just give this an honest try, I have a feeling you're going to get the same results that I'm getting, which is better sleep, comfortable in your body. I mean, weight loss, dude. I took my wife out yesterday, which was a day late for our Valentine's Day. I don't know why that was so hard, because we couldn't really do it on Valentine's Day. Went out yesterday, and I put on a shirt that I have not been able to wear in, I want to say, well over 5 years. It's been longer than that. It's one of those things that it's this really nice shirt, and I'm like, one day I'm going to be able to fit into that again, and you know, all that nonsense. And I saw it there. I was getting dressed, and I saw it, and I said, I should just try that on, because I tried another shirt on last week when I went to a men's meeting, and I grabbed this shirt, and it's like out here, and I'm like, whoa, it's like now it's too big for me. Well, this shirt was a little bit smaller than that shirt, and I really haven't been able to. The other one I could get away with because it just pulled the buttons, you know, like that, when I sit down. This one I put on, and I said, it's not quite as big because it's not quite as big a shirt, but I grabbed it and I pulled it out like this, and I mean, this is a dress shirt, and it's got snaps instead of buttons, and usually even when I'm standing up, if I put it on, it's doing that crap, you know, just tugging, and there's no way I can sit down. I sit down, it'll actually pop a button, and I'm like, wow, holy mackerel. And I mean, I'm not weighing myself. I'm not going to weigh myself until 30 days is up. But anyway, this is working for me, and I'm quite sure it'll work for you too. And if you're on the other end of the spectrum, if you're not fat, if you're like too skinny, as they say, you know, you got no meat on your bones, I would say eat meat, okay? And I'm telling you right now, this is like Ken Berry says, what does he say, that perfect human diet, or however he says it. I think that's right. So I hope this helps somebody. Fixing to be 19 minutes. I meant this to be like 8 or 10 minutes. I hope that this somehow helps you, because I'm telling you right now, we have been absolutely positively lied to about what's okay to eat. The food pyramid is the biggest bunch of bullshit. It's ridiculous, and I don't know if we've been taught that crap because there's a conspiracy to make sure everybody is fat and lethargic and brain fogged and full of shit, or if it's just stupidity. I think it's both, to be honest with you, but I don't know. All I know is I can't really see myself ever walking away from this style of eating. I mean, you just about couldn't get me to go to a damn McDonald's because of that, or any of those fast food joints, but especially McDonald's, man. Crap. But if that was the only thing on the face of the earth, the only place left where I could go get some meat, I'd go get their little fat patties. And I'd eat that, even though, God, just saying that makes me want to vomit. But that's how desperate I am to stay on this. And desperate's not even the word. There is no desperation. I'm just doing it. And it feels great. And thank God I finally got over my phobia and just started. So I hope this helps you. Give it a try. I'm going to do another video because this one's already a mile long. Please come listen to that one, okay? Because I'm going to tell you a few other things that I think will really help you, okay? So thank you. Have a wonderful day. And please come visit us on the web at wickedoil.com. I promise you, you cannot find a better lubrication for everything you have that needs lubrication, okay? I promise. Have a great day. Bye.